Greetings and welcome to another build update in Diablo 4 for the Incinerate build. The build to push, the challenge to push it. A lot of people say it's weak and cannot push higher pit tiers. They might be right. Depends on what you define as higher pit tiers, I guess. But we got a huge upgrade to the build in form of uber uniques. Two of them actually. One dropped, the other one I crafted. Well, another uber unique drop, melted heart of Selic, which we cannot really use in this build. It's not really superb. So I salvaged it, and together with other resplendent sparks I crafted the Harlequin crest, which of course is all the things we want. Big chunk of cooldown reduction, 20% DR, 4 ranks to all skills. And Tyrael's Might is also a superb damage reduction machine. This thing makes you tanky. Like, not hugely so, but it just has very good stuff. All stats is a bit on the low side as compared to Shaco. I don't know why the all stats is so much lower on Tyrael's Might, because Shaco has, with only 4 out of 12 masterwork, 32 to all stats. This has a 10 out of 12 masterwork, and it only has 25 to all stats, so they could bump it up a little bit. But max rest to all elements is just beautiful. This is just beautiful, and I just realized that my enchantments both are fire. That's why we have a fire rest of 85. Maybe I can change it around a bit, but for now that's okay. And then resistance to all elements. I mean, it's not necessary, but sometimes it helps to close the gap to 70%. And then, actually, this is like wrong. It's 78.2. It should be 78.3. Oh my god. Alright, and then of course damage reduction, just flat damage reduction against everything, close, distance, whatever, even the shadows, I suppose, any damage that you get. I'm really also happy with the crit masterworks here on max rest and the damage reduction. This is actually what we want. We don't want the all stats, we don't want the rest to all elements because we don't need. So I hope the last masterworking crit will also go to one of these. But yeah, these are the two uniques, which helps us push further. And then I did some other changes to the build. I still have the same gloves, can you believe it? I'm not finding another greater affix Incinerate gloves. Let me tell you, like, no chance. I don't really love the max life roll, and I would like to have another greater affix here. We are very low on the max life side though. We only have 15k. That's really low. So keep that in mind going further. And then I changed Ever Living aspect here to Verse Mastery Key Passive, which I still really like, and it gives me more damage reduction if there are more enemies around me. Against bosses, technically Ever Living would be better, so it's like kind of a back and forth. Although, yeah, Vulnerable is applied, but yeah, crowd control is, I don't know, it's not so often applied. Anyways, we got Shredding Blades here. I finally changed into an Ice Blades right here. I was toying around with it since I have Shakewood. It got +4 anyways. And yeah, I got rid of my beloved Inferno spell. And the 30% X damage to vulnerable is great indeed. Then I got Yen's Blessing right here. I actually got another pair of boots for more like lower pits and more movement speed and pushing more damage. Right here, which have intelligence on it and movement speed. But the Yen's Blessing is more for pushing. We have a double masterwork. No, but wait, it's only one time critted. I hope it crits another time on damage reduction from close enemies, which is very valuable. And then we get ever so often the non-ultimate, non-mobility skill that is currently on cooldown, which really helps out. Yeah, sometimes it's pretty clutch. Then I have, I think, a new staff with a GA on intelligence, and then it's also crit masterwork right here, has beautiful stats. I put on lucky hit to shadow damage, so I can have all the stacks of Tal Rushers giving me 60% X more damage. As well as I slotted in crit strike damage into the gems, or for the gems. because it will give me, oops, where is it? More damage here on Burning Instinct, which I think it's better because it gives me a multiplier on like 5% or something instead of like, I think it's 36% just flat fire damage or damage over time. And then I traded for this beautiful amulet, which yeah, has inner flames. So I have to explain this. Recently, I discovered that, and I tested this a lot, that Devouring Blaze might not be as good as I thought. Devouring Blaze might think, why you use Devouring Blaze? You cannot crit with Incinerate. That's right, but it gives me critical strike damage against burning enemies, and if they're crowd control, even more so, which then adds to Burning Instinct, right? So 10% of that critical strike damage bonus will give me a multiplier to burning damage. Well, if you do the math, 1 point here is 7, and if it's crowd control, it's 10, and then 10% of that is 1%. So it's not really that much. Somebody I read up about it said it's double dipping or something, and I think it kind of does, but then it's still 2x. It's not like a lot more. And Inner Flames is always 3x per point, as long as I'm healthy, which I'm either healthy or I'm dead, right? We only have 15k health, so I'm either healthy or I'm dead. So this is superior, and I also recognize that I'm doing more damage. I recently saw a 65 million on the dummy target. It's my biggest tick yet. So that's why we have this one, and then the lucky hit chance to make enemies vulnerable. This will change to 2 seconds with the next patch because it's not supposed to change per masterworking, only the percent chance, but almost 50% is nice. It got a crit masterwork hit. I would rather have Inner Flames crit, I guess. But it's okay. Vulnerable is important, especially since we have Threading Blades right here. And then we still have this piece. It's not even 925, but well, who gives them, right? It's not perfect the way we want it, but it's pretty darn good, actually. I'm in the process of masterworking it at next 8 out of 12. I hope it will hit intelligence again. But anything here, almost anything stronger is fine, I guess. I could roll the damage maybe a bit higher, but yeah, rolling it in Enchanter is so expensive. Then Tarashas gave me a double crit on non-fizz damage, which is good. It's okay. Don't freak out. Yes, cooldown reduction is superior, but this cooldown reduction roll here is so poor. It's only 5.7%. That I rather take the non-physical damage, which in turn gives me X damage against vulnerable enemies. And by the way, this one is not maxed out, so we still could get like another 10x somehow, somewhere. And I need to optimize my Paragon board again anyways. So this is where we are at, and this is the update of the gear. Ubernix, very nice. I know these are hard to get. I think you can still, and I haven't tested this yet, but I think Soulbrand might still be good enough, or maybe in some circumstances even better. It has a lot of damage reduction from close, and if you have a barrier, you get another damage reduction. If I would find a GA, a Greater Affix Soulbrand with like a perfect roll on the unique effect, I might even swap. It might even be better for pushing because it gives you barrier all the time, more lucky hit chance, more damage reduction technically than turrets might, which is amazing if you think about it. It's not even a new unique. But yeah, and then we have around 2000 intelligence, which is nice. I really like to be around 2000. It doesn't have to be more. This amulet has another percentage of intelligence. This can be re-rolled. I'm thinking I either go the cooldown reduction route, or maybe I try to roll a higher percentage of intelligence here. Because there's still like the possibility to go all in on Flame Shield, and I do have the Temper of Flame Shield duration here. I actually have still 5 reroll tempers left. Because I'm not sure what I want here. Do I want a Flame Shield duration? Do I want something else? Do I want to lean into more Flame Shield? I'm not sure. It would be nice, but I don't want to be like a cheesy immortal sorcerer. But more flame shield uptime would be great. Anyways, it's such a good spell. Right. Paragon is the same. Just check out the build in the description below. You can check out the Paragon board that we have here. It's not really changed yet. I probably will toy around with it because I like to invest into enchantment legendary node. The problem is that it's like way up here and I need to rotate things around, change things around, make it a bit smarter, see where I can get maybe also these non-physical damage to stack up to my Frigid Fate, get Enchantment Master, and yeah, I will update it specifically for the Paragon board. I find a better solution. Enchantments we're running now is Incinerate, which I really underestimated. This thing can tick in the millions. It's still single-digit millions, but it's a nice supplemental damage, and it can proc Fireball Enchantment because it has an inherent lucky hit chance. Probably the same as the Incinerate, so this is pretty nice. I kind of want to have Ice Blades too, because we're using a lot of cooldowns, but yeah, I cannot do that yet, so I need to check which one is more valuable, since Fireball Enchantment is not proccing as often as I would like. Okay, let's do a tier 70 pit. I will get Elixir of Fortitude and Elixir of Anti-Venom just to get a little bit more life, which actually gives me like 7k. I also have this stuff and this stuff. And well, 70, we actually can do 75. I did it before. Let's do 71 for this video, because that's 10 levels more than last time, which is a huge jump actually. But we got Shaco, which gives us a lot of damage and damage reduction. It's just so good. Need to try to kill Uber Lilith now. I haven't tried her again since I got these upgrades. So, gameplay wise, of course it's still the same. We are pretty tanky, but use your defensive skills wisely. Oh, and I got the other enhancement for it's not shimmering ice armor anymore, it's the other one that pulsates chill and gives me more damage to frozen enemies, which is nice in the boss phase where they are staggered, because that counts. What I also don't like about Ice Blades in particular, I have to cast them deliberately, like either at the beginning. This knockback effect is so obnoxious. I dodge and then it's still a knockback, and I dodge and I'm still knocked back. Like, it's so weird. It's ever since this season it behaves differently. I need more time. Anyways, in terms of Ice Blades, I really like the Ice Blades enchant. Just have automatic Ice Blade, because right now I have to cast it and it just, I don't have attack speed, right? It takes some time to cast it. It's so annoying. It takes me out of my Incinerate ramp up if I do it like in between. Sometimes I dodge here and then I cast it, because I'm going out of Incinerate casting anyways. Like, trying to do it like in between when it's like a good timing will help a ton. I need time to prepare that. But yeah, this is actually pretty chill. Hope I don't die while saying this, because you can still die, of course, from like ground effects if you're like not careful enough, if you are on cooldown. I mean, you know how it goes, right? I need time to prepare that. Yeah, but for the most part, I mean, this is fantastic. And yeah, my goal right now is to upgrade the items that I have with hopefully the right affixes that I want to have a crit on. Crit masterwork. How do you call this? Crit masterwork? I don't know. Masterwork crit. And then yeah, kill Uber Lilith, kill some of the tormented bosses solo. And push the pit further. I think tier 80 is definitely possible. And then we will see. I don't know if higher is possible because probably need more flame shield uptime or something. But there will be a patch coming which at least helps us out against the bosses a bit, makes them less powerful. You can check the patch notes in the video I posted about it, or on the website of Diablo 4, of course. Here we go. Here we go. So make sure to hit the enemy with the teleport for Talrashas, and also we need to cast Ice Splits early, also for Talrashas, because we need that ice damage. Sometimes I just like to stand here, pop Flame Shield, so I can just keep my ramp up. And of course this guy also knocks back. I hate knockbacks, because the knockbacks put me out of my... oh no, not Lilith. Put me out of my Incinerate ramp. Where's Lilith? Okay. So here's the big damage. Now he knocks me back, of course. It's so annoying. I don't know. Stop knocking me back. My goodness. Now die. Maybe I should have done pit 75.
I'm not ready.
But you can believe me, at 75 is also very, very possible. And yeah, that's it. That's the update. Pit 71 clear. I would call it 71 is on farm status, because you saw we really didn't have any issues. And of course, sometimes depends what pit boss you get. Some are more obnoxious, some are less obnoxious. The Lilith spawn where she comes to you and does that triple attack, or like 3-row attack in quick succession. It's really hard to dodge. And yeah, I also treated myself with a little bit of cosmetic. Forgive me, it's my birthday, so I thought it appropriate for this build that I made myself. Anyways, thank you guys for watching. If you made it this far, I appreciate it very, very much. Let me know in the comment section below what you think of Incinerate, if you are playing it or if you're playing something else to push the pit. And if you have any tips, of course, to enhance this build, I greatly appreciate any kind of input, what you see fit. I'm actually very surprised to use 4 uniques, but well, 2 are uniques. So anyways, I'll see you in the next one. Good luck, have fun, and goodbye.